to enjoy true freedom and unlock a different level of mastery on your inline skate, you are definitely going to have to learn how to transition. And today I'm going to show you 3 easy ways to transition on your inline skates. Welcome to day 9 of the 30-day beginner course, where I show you all the fundamentals you need to know to make you comfortable and get you skating in 30 days. In previous days of this series, you have learned how to move forward. We've tackled different edge control drills that will make sure that you are a bit comfortable on your skate. And then we've even learned in day 8 how to move backwards. So in this video, day 9, and in the next, which is day 10, it's only fair to bridge this gap between moving forward and moving backwards, which is learning how to transition. Today's video is going to be focused on learning how to transition backwards when moving forward, and the next video is going to be focused on learning how to transition forward when moving backwards. To start, I'm going to show you the different possibilities of transitioning from forward to backwards when skating forward, and I'm even going to group them into easy, intermediate, and advanced categories. And like I already mentioned, we are going to focus today only on the easy category. So what are the different possibilities of transitioning from forward to backwards? There are many of them. And in the easy category, you find the 180 jumps. There's also the 180 or the half spin transition. And there's my favorite, which is the leg switching transition. Now with the intermediate transitions, I like to put the 1-foot transitions. And there are many variants of this, but my 2 favorite ones are the open 1-foot transition and the closed 1-foot transition. In the advanced category, you can even do forward gazelles. And even with this, there's like closed and open gazelles, but I don't want to go too much into this. And you can even transition backwards by doing some slides or stops. Like do the parallel slide into backwards, for example, doing the power slide or power stop into backwards, doing the hockey stop into backwards. There are just so many ways that you can transition from going forward to backwards. To the easy transitions. First on my list is doing 180s. How do you do that? This is self-explanatory, right? 180 jumps. You're basically jumping 180. But how do you learn it? And what are the most important things to consider over here when doing a 180 jump? I would first like you to try it either on the grass or maybe off your skates. That is a better alternative if you don't have your skates on. So stand off your skate and practice some 180 transitions. Just practice some 180 jumps. Stand there, just jump backwards, see how it feels. Focus most importantly on the landing. You always have to land with your knees bent. This is a bit self-explanatory, I would say. And if you put on your skate, you can try to do it in 90 turns. So you stand here, you first do a 90, then progress to another 90, progress to another 90, progress to another 90. Then slowly, you want to stretch it out a bit more. So instead of just 90s, you want to do it 180 instead. Then you can also do it to the other side if you want, 180. So it's good to learn it for both sides, right? And you can even make this a bit easier if you scissor your skates. Like I always say, it's very important to scissor your skates. What you can do here is that you can technically switch your legs. You see what's happening over here? So let's say I'm going forward, I'm skating, and I want to transition backwards this way through my left. What do? You scissor your skate, put your left leg in front, and then all you have to do is to do a 180 and then switch your leg. So your left leg comes to the back, right? Again, if I want to transition towards my left leg in front, and then 180, I switch and my left leg comes to the back. Now the same thing applies to when I want to transition towards the right. Transition towards the right, keep my right leg in front, do the 180, and then switch. This is a lot easier than doing it in parallel, because this can become quite hard if you do it in parallel, but scissoring your skate gives you a bit of a boost. So it's like you're almost always turned already, right? Then you just have to switch into it. Do this 180 jump while scissoring your skate, because actually helps you to be already in the position to look backwards. Because I already spoke a bit about this in day 8, and I'm going to talk about this in day 23 to 24, day 25. So if you learn to land in the scissored position, then you're already positioned to look backwards. This makes it a lot easier than actually doing it in parallel. Now you have to turn your head and all, and this makes it a bit uncomfortable, right? Then you want to add just a slight bit of some speed, right? So you move forward a bit, scissor your skates, and then just jump slightly into it. You see what's happening over here? This takes a bit of a practice, and it's very, very uncomfortable if you're not able to go backwards yet. So if you're not able to go backwards yet, go watch day 8. That's the previous video. I teach you 4 easy ways to go backwards. It's going to help you a lot. So I have a little exercise for you that you can practice. If you want to transition towards your right, I want you to stretch your right arm like this, scissor your skate, and then transition this way while keeping the arm in the same place. Get what I mean? Then if you want to do the same for the left, keep your left arm in front, left leg in front, and you're going, scissor your skate, you switch, and I want you to keep your arm in the same position. This helps you to practice twisting your waist and keeping your body in the position that allows you to look backwards when you actually transition, because it's very, very important to look backwards. Another thing that can also make this 180s a lot easier for you is by learning to use your arms, right? So if I want to maybe transition towards my left this way, I'm going forward, and transition backwards towards my left, then I want to use my arms a bit and help me to transition, right? This is very, very important. Try to use your arms, swing yourself a bit, because this gives you a bit of a boost, and it also engages your shoulders, which are very, very important when doing transitions. The next on our list is half spin transitions. And there are two variants of doing this. So the first variant is doing the open half spin transition. And variant 2 is the closed half spin transition. This transition should actually be very, very simple for you if you followed the series so far, because in day 6, we learned how to do half spins. I broke it down into details. So if you haven't watched it yet, go watch day 6, and I promise you this will become so much easier. So just like in day 6, we are using the stretch and drag method, which I like to call it. So stretch and drag, stretch and drag, stretch and drag. So let us start off with the open variant. So with the open variant, what we are aiming to do is to transition and then stretch the leg or the following leg to the back. If you look at the transition very well, from transitioning, I am pushing this leg forward and this leg backwards. So this way, this leg is going forward and this leg is going backwards. So if I'm transitioning towards my left, then the right leg is going forward, left leg is going backwards, right? So the left leg is my following leg. So what I mean by that is if I'm going forward, this right leg is going forward, left leg is going backwards, and then I'm making a turn this way. You see what's happening over here? So the left leg is still the following leg and it should be behind at the end of the spin, if you get what I mean. So I'm going this way, right leg in front, left leg behind. I stand this way, I make a split and drag and bring the right leg in front, left leg behind. You get what I mean? So at the end of the spin, the left leg should be behind. So again, slowly in motion, so you see how it is. I'm going this way, I stretch my right leg, I make the spin, and it looks very, very smooth. I repeat, watch day 6, it's going to help you so much. You can practice this in 90s, stretch, drag, 90, stretch, drag, 90. And if you get more comfortable, you can extend it to doing 180s. Get what I mean? So this is very, very important. So practice it while standing still, then slowly, once you master the 180 while standing still, so you can be able to do this drag fully, right? Then you can focus on actually doing it while moving forward. If you want to move this way, put the right leg in front, then you do the drag. Then you see that your left leg will be behind at the end, right? So that was transitioning towards the left. If you want to transition towards the right, then of course it's going to be the exact opposite. So instead of keeping the right leg in front, you're going to keep your left leg in front. Then you are going to just do the same split and drag method. Go in this direction, split and drag, split and drag, split and drag. So with the same thing, you go in motion, you split and you drag. So this leg comes behind. So the second variant is actually a bit easier than the very first variant. So it's like halfway of the very first variant. Let me show you what I mean. So like the very first variant, if you wanted to move to the left, what we did was we placed the right leg in front, left leg behind this way, and we did a split and a drag and brought the left leg again behind. Now we do the same thing over here. This time we do it halfway. What I mean by that is you want to turn to the left, you split your leg and do the drag quite short. You see the difference? It's very, very short. In the very first one, we did the same thing, but this time we went a bit further and brought the left leg behind, right? This time, we want to split this way, and the right leg is what lands behind. So instead of the left leg, the right leg will land behind if you are moving towards the left. And then if you're moving towards the right, it's actually the exact opposite. Like in the very first one, we place our left leg in front, and then we did the whole spin to bring our right leg behind, right? This time, we want to keep our left leg in front, but this time, our left leg is going to be behind at the end. Watch this. So we keep our left leg in front. We want to transition towards the right. Then we do the drag straight away over here. So we just add a drag to it and our left leg is behind. You see the difference? So just like the first one, go forward. I want to transition towards my right. Left leg in front. Spin into it. I want to transition towards my left. What do? I put the right leg in front and then just spin into it. Right? Now, the very third technique, which is leg switching, it's actually very, very similar to the variant 2 of the half spin technique. This time, the only difference is that you are using your toes a bit. So you're basically transitioning on your toes, right? So what you're doing is, instead of like the second variant of the half spin, where we kind of, did a stretch like this, we kind of stretch and then drag into it. This time, we want to just do it on your toes because it makes it a bit more smoother. So you're going this way. You keep your left leg in front if you want to go to the right. Then you just transition on your toes. So it's like a toe-toe transition. What you're basically doing is like this. You are keeping your leg in front depending on which direction you want to go into. If I want to go to the right, I keep my left leg in front like this. And I learn to go on my toes this way. I learn to go on my toes. This takes some time. This can take some time. So if you want to practice it, you can just hold something like always and then try to go on your toes. This will help you a lot to later be able to do like toe-toe wheelies and all this kind of stuff. So this is really a good initiation. So try to learn it. Then in the end, you want to stand in an open space like this. Then you want to try to transition on your toes. So feel your heels being lifted. If you get what I mean, you can see it over here. I do it slow so you see. Keep my left leg in front, right leg behind if I want to move to the right. And then I just transition on my toes, you see. Let's see if I want to move towards this direction, right, to the left. Then I keep my right leg in front, left leg behind. And then I also transition on my toes. You see what's happening right here? So it's similar to the variant 2 of the half spin technique, but this time you're using your toes. And it makes it a lot smoother and easier to do. Once you've gotten comfortable with doing it while standing, you want to add a bit of speed. So left leg in front, right leg behind if you want to transition towards the right, and then just do it in your toes. So you can also add a bit of a hop to it. So like kind of hop a bit, like you hop on your toes and then switch. Hop on your toes, switch. Hop on your toes, switch. This helps you a lot. So it's like a mixture of the jumping technique, there's a 180 jump, and the spin technique. You get what I mean? So like a mixture. If you learn these first two, it's very easier to do this one because you're able to jump already, right? And you're able to also drag. So this time, you just have to hop a bit on your toes and it's a lot easier. So you go forward, scissor your skate, hop, and you are in the backward position. Like I mentioned, always try to keep your body low. It's very important. And like the first one and the second one, you can always keep your hand in front to guide you, to help you to learn how to look backwards. Go ahead, practice, 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 because that's the only way to get better. And as always, record your progress. Always record a snippet of you doing a certain technique and then compare it to you doing it later. Analyze your videos, try to understand what you're doing wrong and try to see how you can improve it. This will help you a ton. And if you post these videos online, do also tag me on Instagram or TikTok at Blaqskates with the hashtag Let's Roll 30. I wish you a lot of luck and see you in the next lesson.